All right, Power Team, we are recording and we are live. For those of you watching the recording of this, go ahead and drop a like on this video, drop a comment on this video. And for those of you here live, get ready to make some noise. Who's here and who is excited?
Woo!
Yeah, let's do it!
Get fired up.
Yeah.
Get this party started.
Talking about, all right guys, so here's what we're gonna do really quick before we get into the training. I got just like 5 minutes of some really important info to share with you, and I want to just prep you for what's about to happen. We actually have 3 different ranked leaders, brand new ranked leaders, a brand new 5K, brand new 10K, brand new 25K. They're actually going to be sharing with you some of their legit secrets on how they hit 5K, 10K, 25K. Can you guys get excited about that? And I know for a fact that those of you on live, you have some people in your team that aren't here. Go ahead, get them the link, get them here because you don't want them to miss this. And for those of you watching the recording, of course, drop some comments, drop some likes, let us know that you're here. Really quick, before we dive into the training, by the way, we're going to bring out, actually, everybody knows what order they're going, so we'll get to that in a second. I do want to just quickly give you guys a couple exciting updates before we get into, and everybody loves to click around for some reason. When you guys click around, it like messes up the presentation. So it's not letting me do the training when you guys do that. So do me a favor, don't click stuff like screen sharing and all that kind of stuff, because now I have to try to figure out how to do this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, guys, don't click around because it messes up the training, you know, trying to share your screen and all that kind of stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to show you just a couple really important things that you'd want to really pay close attention to right now, because these are very time sensitive. It is October 20th. We have 10 days left in the month. Who's excited about closing the month strong? This is going to be an absolute record-breaking month. We have already, let me just share my screen really quick, give you guys some important updates, just like 5 minutes of updates. You don't want to miss this. So I just posted in the group today that we had, we just hit 1,000 new, I don't even know where this post is. Who knows how fair it is. Look at this, guys. 1,000 new paid members on the Power Team. It's only the 20th of the month. By the way, this is not just affiliates. This counts customers as well. So you guys are on fire, guys. This is all you. Power Team. Woo! Absolutely on fire. And let me see just a couple other quick things here that I want to share with you guys. By the way, for those of you that are new, this is really important. We just changed our schedule. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It used to always be Tuesday night. Everyone, I need you to do me a huge favor. Please drop in your phone, on a piece of paper, in your calendar, because every Sunday night, you guys are here live, it's Sunday, this is our new night. So in the group, when you go to events, you can see over here, I just clicked on events, you're gonna see live Power Team training, Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. So please write this down, change your calendar, and just know that this is where you want to be every Sunday night. I understand that some people can't be here on Sunday nights. I understand that. But for the 99% of you who can, you don't want to miss this. This is every Sunday night. We are providing training. We're providing tips, strategies, and motivation to help you get results in this business. So every Sunday night, we're going to be bringing you new information. Nothing is ever going to be the same. So every Sunday night, this is where you want to be, right here for these live trainings. Not just you, but your team as well. All right, a couple other quick things, very time sensitive on what is happening right now to close out the month of October. We have a massive promotion happening right now in October. There's 2 major things that I want you guys to pay attention to. Let me see if I can get my little chat box over here. There we go. So most of you already know that we're giving away 10 of these magazines. How many of you guys are excited to win 10 of these magazines for free? Who wants 10 HempWorks magazines? Make some noise. Let me see you. Many of you have, a bunch of you have already won. I've already been mailing packs of 10 of these out to Power Team members. Many of you are getting close. So in case you're not sure, in case you are new, we have this post right here in the Power Team group. And I'm just going to do this 10 free HempWorks magazines. I'm going to go ahead and put the link here to get all of the details. Read this post. And so guys want to click, go ahead and click on that link. It's in the chat. If you're watching the replay, we'll have the link in the description of this video.
Why am I safe driving mode?
You want to click on that. You definitely want to click on that link, and you want to make sure to make a decision right now that you're going to win these magazines, because every one of you, even those of you that are brand new, you just got started, you can win 10 of these. It's a $50 value. I'm going to spend 50 bucks out of my pocket for you, every one of you, to help you build your business. This is an amazing new tool to help you build and grow your business. My favorite new recruiting tool. And for those of you that are really go-getters, you can even win 20 of these for free. So don't just stop at 10. Click on the link to get all the info. Don't miss that. And one last thing I want to mention with this is brand new. I'm also, in addition to the magazines, okay? Pay attention, because some of you don't know this yet. You see this right here. In addition to the magazines, I've decided that I'm also going to be doing a private mastermind, and the only people who will be invited to this private mastermind are going to be those who win the magazines. You have 10 days left. So you can see here in the chat, and it's going to be invitation only, where I will give you a special link, and I'm going to meet privately with that group of people, whether it's 10 of you or 50 of you or 100 of you, it doesn't matter. But those of you who qualify for this, the reason why I'm doing this and I'm putting this incentive out there is because I need to know who's really going after this. And I'm going to spend some extra quality time, really one-on-one, with those of you who go get the 10 magazines. You've got 10 days left to do it. And those of you who do, in addition to the magazines, I'm going to meet with you. You can see right here in the post, November 3rd at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And that is going to be like almost like a private little coaching session where I'm going to meet with you. I'm going to answer all of your questions, and I'm really going to work closely with you to help you get promoted to 5K affiliate. So huge incentive there. I'm excited to see how many of you guys are going to qualify for that. I really want all of you to qualify for it, because that will be a lot of fun. So definitely take notice of that. You can see here's the cool picture that I put in the group with my wife and my little girls. And they are super excited about this promotion as well. So they want you to win. They want all of you to win. All right, so one last thing, and that is also for those of you that are going for a promotion this month to 5K affiliate. Last week, we did a training, my wife and I, on helping you hit 5K affiliate. And I know a bunch of you are going for it, and we've got some cash bonuses right now. Anyone who hits 5K affiliate, we are going to actually give you $250. Anybody want 250 bucks? Anybody? Where you at? So brand new 5K affiliates get $250. And if you get promoted to a higher rank, there's even more money. That's only for October. That will not go for next month. So it's very, very time sensitive. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to dive into our, what I like to call a leadership spotlight interview. Okay, this is going to be a leadership spotlight interview where we are going to bring out for today's training, where you guys are really in for a treat, because we have 3 people that all just got promoted last month. We have a brand new 5K, a new 10K, and a new 25K. And it's extremely appropriate that we actually have all 3 that are here on this training, because they're all connected. Okay, you guys are going to hear from, right now you're going to hear from Jeffrey and his wife. They just hit 5K. Their sponsor, Jessica, just hit 10K. She's going to be on here. And Jessica's sponsor, Brett, just hit 25K. He's going to be on here. What? So if you guys just will pay attention to this training, take notes, and then you must apply what you're about to learn. Those of you who do that are going to increase your results. That's what this is about. This is what I love to do. This is one of my most favorite trainings, to be able to bring out new ranked leaders to celebrate their success, but to really find out what they did so that everyone on the power team can learn and can go apply what they did. So without further ado, let's get this party started. So first up, we've got Jeffrey and his wife. Where are you guys at? Go ahead and unmute.
Hey, here we are.
Hello.
So we got Jeff and Jody.
Yes.
Jeff and Jody Judge. Oh my gosh. Welcome to this
Thank
power
you.
team training. We're so excited for you to be here.
Thanks.
And so I'm just going to kind of ask you a few questions because, my goodness, I need to get to know you as well as the entire power team. So your amazing sponsor, Jessica, right?
Yep.
And everybody's going to hear from Jessica next. So tell me quickly, when did you guys join the business? How long ago was that?
So we joined August 31st, 2019.
Wow. So really September. My goodness, you guys are brand new. Basically.
Brand new.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've only been in the business for a month and a half.
We have, but we've been in the online marketing space for a year. So we paid our
Awesome.
dues. Yes.
All right. So guys, everyone listen up. They've only been in the business for a month. They actually hit 5K affiliate their first month in the business. So everyone give it up for Jeff and Jody Judge. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
We got some rock stars in the house. Now, I do want to say this because I love the fast success stories. I think that all of our leaders who we have on this training, they're all what I would consider very fast success stories. And that's great. Everyone on the team wants to learn. They're ready to soak it up. I just want to preface this whole training with something very important. Some people have success fast, and some people have success slower. It's not right or wrong. And I want everyone watching this to realize that every one of you will hit 5K affiliate. All of you will get promoted to 5K affiliate. It just might take a little bit longer, and that's okay. And the only way that you will not get promoted is if you quit. It's the only way. So just keep that in mind. And with that being said, Jeff and Jody, next question. Tell us where you guys live, please. Any kids, anything like that?
Yeah. So we are currently we travel full time in an RV. We are stationed in Tofino, British Columbia, Canada. We have 2 boys, Jackson 7 and Jager 4. And yeah, that's the gist of our life right now.
Nice. That sounds very adventurous. I love it.
Yeah.
And so when Jessica reached out to you, tell us, because everyone wants to know, what did she say that got you intrigued? I want everyone to really understand what I'm asking here, because I want you to be able to dissect the process. So what did she do to get you interested and intrigued about this business?
So we have known Jessica for the last year because we've been in other affiliated programs together. She really didn't even have to say much. She's like, girl, I got a new offer. You want to see more of it? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good where I am at. And then I started seeing the results from other people. And I'm like, okay, I have time. Show me more.
And we looked a little more into it. And we know CBD is like on such an upward trend, especially in Canada, as legalizations are starting to come into play here. So something we wanted to jump on with for sure.
Yeah. And as soon as she broke it down for us, we jumped in, and honestly, we didn't even give it a go for the first 2 weeks. We're like, whatever, this is just whatever.
So hold on. So, and by the way, guys, I need everyone to just really listen to what is about to happen, because this just freaks me out, honestly. You guys live in Canada.
Canada.
And Jessica's in Canada.
Yep.
And
Brett
Brett is in Canada.
Yep.
The Canadians are taking over Power Team.
Watch out. And we don't even have CBD yet. What?
Guys, they don't even have CBD. Man, this training right here is just, my seat is on fire right now, because it just blows me away when people in the United States will make an excuse, which is most people watching right now. Not that any one of you are making excuses, but I know there's been some people who live in the United States who make excuses.
Yep.
And there's Canadians that can't even buy HempWorks, and they're crushing it. So everyone here wants to know, how the heck are you guys doing it? So I love the fact that, first of all, Jessica reached out. She didn't tell you very much. So everyone take notes on that. She didn't puke all over them. And you guys for your first 2 weeks didn't do anything. So what was it that when you were like, hey, wait a minute, maybe we should actually do something with this? What was that moment for you when you decided to put in the work? What happened?
Well, it was just seeing the benefits of the company, like seeing who MDC is and was and what they stand for, and that they just like are all about their clients and not about like hierarchy. They're like, no, how can we make you succeed? Like, let's do that. And then believing in the products, like even though we just have nutritional sprays, which are amazing, they are amazing. So it's just like talking about benefit after benefit after benefit, and just that it's a low ticketed offer that anybody can jump in. It doesn't matter. We've been affiliated with high ticketed offers our whole affiliate marketing career. And to be able to be like, you know what, you can afford this. Oh no, you can afford this. Oh, by the way, you can afford this. It's been life changing to us and how we present it to people. And I just love that Jessica was like, she just broke it down for us really briefly. And I was like, okay, just give me some information. I'll jump in. I'll see what it's about, because we're all about that opportunity. We're all about jumping in at the time is right. And the time was right. Now, don't get us wrong. We've been in the game for over a year, and now is just like starting to blow up for us.
Yeah, we've built up our audience to a point as well. And we've got a lot of people that kind of like, know, and trust us as well. And that helps quite a bit.
Yes.
So I hope everyone's realizing that, you know, a key thing here is Jessica knew you guys. She already knew who you were. You guys had worked together in the past, and you guys just said the same thing, that a lot of what you've done to build the business is from people you already knew. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
So that's probably the first thing I want everyone who's watching. If you want to go 5K, you must start with who you know. And I know some people are like, well, I just don't know, and I don't want to talk to everyone. I mean, you really have to ask yourself, and I just want to be very blunt with the power team really quick. Are you going to be selfish? That's right, I said it. Are you going to be selfish, and are you going to hide this from people, or are you going to go tell everyone and let them decide? Like, go tell everyone. You know, here's an exercise I would encourage for everyone to go through, and be honest. Drop a comment in the chat, or if you're watching the replay, and be honest. How many of you, give me a yes or no, how many of you have already sent a text message to every single person in your cell phone? Yes or no? Have you sent a text message to every single, everyone in your cell phone? Be honest. No, 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 they're all no's. Oh, we got one yes. Now, I have one more question. How many of you have sent a private message to all of your Facebook friends? Let me see, yes and no. Have you sent a private message to all of your Facebook friends? So if you have 4,000, 5,000 Facebook friends, every single one of them, have you sent a message to all of them? Yes or no?
Can I?
Yeah, Jody, please.
So you want to know, like, so you keep asking these questions, like, have we sent private messages to our friends and family? No. You know what has changed the game for us? Events. Showing up as our authentic self to events and connecting with people in the community. And then they want to follow you because they see that you're showing up in a way that, like, when we show up in events, we're ourselves. When we show up on live stream, we are authentic to who we are, and people connect with us. A majority of our people who came into the CBD are people who we've connected through events.
So what type of an event? Are you saying online, offline, or both?
Both. Offline, meeting them in person, connecting with them that way, and online, showing up at masterminds, online Zooms, sharing our value, sharing our content, and even through our Facebook profiles and our Instagram or social media, just showing up and providing value and connecting 100%.
And just being congruent through all of that. Who we are with our content online is not, we're not different when we meet people in real life.
No.
And a lot of people make that connection.
Yes.
That's awesome. So I know that some people are saying, well, when you text message or private message, what do you say? And I'm just going to, while you guys are about to answer that as well, because I want you to give everyone a taste. I want everyone to see this. Everyone follow on the screen really quick. In the Power Team Facebook group, I'm going to click on Files. And in the Files, let's see here. Let's go to Fast Start Training. So all of you should be familiar with this. And if you haven't gone through this yet, you definitely want to do this. In the Fast Start Training, we have right here, step 2, launching your business. and we have some scripts. Now, I'm not saying these are perfect, but these are the exact scripts that I used to sponsor over 100 people my first month. So they do kind of work. And so you can click right here on these scripts to get all of my scripts. And so when somebody says, what do I send to someone? There's all the different things that I've sent to people. So definitely, if you haven't done the texting and the Facebook messaging, every one of you on this training want to start there. So Jeff and Jody, please guys, give us some of your, I mean, you guys are still so new. You just hit 5K. By the way, not only did they hit 5K last month, they're already 5K again this month and going for a big promotion to 10K this month. So this is just awesome because they didn't just hit it and then it's like, oh, well, maybe they'll hit it again or barely hit it again. Like they're blazing a trail. So share with everybody, what are some of the things that you say to people to pique their interest in getting them started?
We really go a lot into what the pre-enrollee emails from MDC share as well. They share a lot of the benefits of the business, which is the big thing we focus on. We don't focus a lot on the product side. We just focus on the benefits. So the paid weekly is a big one that we really put out there because there's a lot of other affiliate offers where you get checks in the mail or the paying is only once a month, but to be paid weekly consistently is huge for a lot of those online marketers.
Yeah, it's definitely huge. Just talking about the benefits of the company and the community and what MDC stands for. And obviously we don't have all the products, and majority of our clients are Canadian. So it's selling on that benefits and what's to come. You're on the forefront of something so amazing. Like if you ever wanted to jump in an opportunity, this is the opportunity. Like, holy crap. Like this is so exciting. Just stick with us, duplicate what we're doing and duplicate the auto ship and let's keep going. And I also let the links talk for themselves. Jeff and I have also created a Facebook group for ourselves. He's breaking down the compensation plan that we send to people that helps eliminate all the questions, but then we're also there for our clients. Any questions they have, voice memos are key. Get comfortable on voice memos,
yes.
Because then people can see you as being your authentic self, showing up as who you really are. And even if you screw up, like your kids are playing in the background, people are like, yeah, that's my life. Like it's a really easy to relate. So that's how we have been presenting it, but let the MDC link explain it for you and then answer any questions you have afterwards.
Okay, so guys, voice memos are huge. They just said this. So inside of Facebook Messenger at the bottom, there's a little microphone.
Yes.
And right there, you see that it says, there's a little microphone. You can hold down the microphone and send little audio messages to your team members, your prospects. That's Jeff, Jody, that's what you guys are talking about, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you bet.
Awesome. And so what's amazing is you guys are like the extreme of just keeping it simple. Like you are not explaining the business. You're not explaining the products. You're really focused on, listen, this is a business that is going to pay you weekly. It's a global business. Oh, by the way, they have phenomenal products, right? But it's a global business and you are focused on the systems, the capture pages, and just leading people to the info. You guys also said you have a Facebook group. So that group, is that for your prospects or is that for your new affiliates?
That's strictly just for our new affiliates. So
Great.
Our team is growing, so we have a chat so we can all just keep cohesive. And
Perfect. Now, one thing I will say on that, because I know everyone right now is like, oh my God, I have to go create a Facebook group. So my personal opinion is that until you are at least a 5K affiliate, do not go create a Facebook group. You don't need a Facebook group. It will be a waste of time. It's going to literally keep you away from producing to get you to 5K affiliate. However, once you hit 5K, here's what I'd say. If you have an upline, 10K, 25, 50K, there's a lot of incredible leaders on the power team. If you have an upline that already has a group, just plug in. You don't have to go recreate stuff. These guys are obviously like, they're little machines, which I love it. They've done this before. It's not a big deal for them. It probably took them 2 seconds. But if you already have an upline 10, 25, 50, 100K, reach out to them. They may already have a Facebook group. And oh, by the way, we have a power team Facebook group as well, right? But until you hit 5K, definitely do not go create your own Facebook group. You don't need it. So guys, Jeff, Jody, tell us anything else. What other tips, tricks, strategies, techniques, anything that you'd like to share? I mean, you guys are still so new, but what else do you have to share to the power team that can help everybody hit 5K?
Don't be worried to post on your personal page. I don't know if you guys have business pages or how you're promoting on social media, but on our personal page, don't make assumptions that people don't want to see your stuff. We were super surprised at all the people who came out of the woodwork when we started making little simple posts about CBD. People I never thought would at all be interested in the opportunity started coming out of the woodwork and messaging us, wondering, what's this going on? What's this new business you're talking about? So just don't ever make assumptions.
And always stay consistent. Consistency wins over everything, whether you want to show up or not. Just come and show up as who you are, share your journey, why you started, where you come from, and get clear on your vision, because your vision is what's going to take you to the home run, the home stretch. And it took us a year. We've been in the affiliate marketing game for over a year, and it's just blowing up for us now because we have stayed consistent. We've constantly showing up on social media. We've constantly showing up at events and being who we are. So people like, know, and trust us no matter what we say. And that is huge. That is key. And don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. I cannot stress that enough. Any little failure is just a key for you to learn and grow from that point forward. And there's our beautiful faces.
Look at this, guys. You know, doing this, it's funny. I was just looking at your page really quick. And, you know, some people hate doing selfies, but guess what? The photos that I saw, the one that has the most engagement, the most likes, the most comments, guess what it was? It's a selfie.
Always.
So I would encourage, my wife is the same way. She never wanted to do it, but I had her do a selfie once and boom, it blew up. So don't be afraid to post a selfie. Every one of you watching this should go post a nice selfie and include some text. Look at this. They've included some information in here. Is there any links in here? No. Is there any business in here? No. Maybe they do some business stuff, but guess what they're doing? They are connecting. They are connecting with their friends on Facebook. And when you do this and you are consistent, just like Jody said, people are going to pay attention. I mean, my goodness, I have people reaching out to me to join the business. And these are people that I prospected a year and a half ago, and they said no. And now they're like, okay, Aaron, I see you're still doing CBD. All right, I'm ready. You know, now they're joining. So realize that being consistent on Facebook, continuing to share your story, your passion, your excitement, people are watching you. They may not join right away, but they will. And guess what? They're going to Vegas.
We are.
So I had to show this because they've already bought their tickets to Manifest 2020. And depending on when you're watching this, there's a huge discount right now. You guys can log into your MDC back office and go get your tickets to convention. Who's going to be in Vegas with us at convention? Make some noise, drop a comment. Who's going to be in Vegas? You can't miss it. Yep. So, all right, we got to run, but you guys are amazing. Jeff, Jody, you guys are going for 10K this month, which is huge. I mean, I know we're going to have more of you guys. We're going to have you guys come out and do some more as well. We got to roll, but thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Huge congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, give it up for Jeff and Jody. Woo! These guys are
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, all right. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We have this is actually so perfect the way we've lined this up. We have Jeff and Jody's sponsor. Can you believe it? She is a 10K affiliate, and it is Jessica. Jessica, please unmute. Are you out there?
I am, my dear. How are you?
Okay, so how do I pronounce your last name?
Boat, just like the floaty thing.
Oh, well, that's easy. Boat. I didn't want to mess it up. We have Jessica Boat, brand new 10K affiliate, also in Canada, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. And when did you get started in the business?
Mid-August, and like Jeff and Jody, didn't do much for the first couple of weeks, but yeah, just kind of poked around with it, and then I realized how powerful it was, and I was like, oh, I got this.
So your first full month in the business, not only did you hit 5K, you also hit 10K. So absolutely Correct. Just, you know, on fire, paving a trail of success. You're bringing people with you, which is so exciting. So now I'm going to ask you some of the same questions. Your sponsor, who's also going to be on here next, You've got Brett Kingstree, also in Canada. What did he do or say to pique your interest to help, that got you started? What was that?
Okay, so the way Jeff and Jody, Brett and I market, we all market the same way. And I think we lead with business, never products, only business. And so I seen him, Brett and I have known each other. We were in a different opportunity as well. And we kind of were looking for something to work with each other. And then I'd been following Cardamom for a long time and Hempworks and just kind of checking things out, really feeling to figure out where I fit in, right? Because that's important is timing, right? And having, the right genealogy and lineage and your vibe and your tribe. So that's really important. So when it came to Brett, I just seen he markets like me and I was like, okay, because when you can market together, you don't have to be reinventing the wheel with so many different people. So that was basically it, just like new opportunity, no ad spend, et cetera, et cetera. And that's who I am. I mean, we come from a background of affiliate marketing with huge ad spends, and I never spent any money. I made, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I spent like $4,000 on ads. And they used to say, just spend more money. And I'm like, well, why? I don't need to. So this was completely in alignment with my tips and tricks and how I market. I'm a brick and mortar. My background is a brick and mortar businesswoman. I own a nightclub. We've had a construction company. I've had everything from hot dog carts to a smoothie bar to a gym, a little bit of everything. And I got online a couple years ago because I just didn't have the freedom that I wanted. I had 2 small children's and then of course a nightclub, and it was not conducive. Like the time restraints were crazy. So anyways, I got online, and while I was having great success, I wasn't being able to duplicate it. And so that's what I seen in Brett, was that things were being able to be duplicated with people that didn't have success in other opportunities. And I was like, okay, well, that makes me feel a lot better. So that was it. And I mean, I was just kind of like, hey, I'm in.
Nice. So a big one for you was seeing people having success with My Daily Choice who could not have success before in other businesses.
Absolutely. 100%.
I love that. And I agree. I'm 100% with you on that. And so, so that you also, again, had the relationship, you knew Brett and got started. So I know that you've got some stuff that you want to share with the team that you mentioned to me. And so everyone, fasten your seatbelts, because this girl is just on fire. Again, hit 5K and 10K her first month. I also want to give a little disclaimer, with this fast success. You have to realize, like when my wife and I joined this business, we hit 50K affiliate our first month. And that is completely not normal. And some people like Jessica, like Brett, have success quickly. It's not an overnight success, okay? Everyone needs to realize that for them to come into this business and have success like this so fast, it's because of the work and the relationships that they built prior to being a part of this business. Now, with that being said, not to take anything away from your success, but I know that you're just, touching the iceberg here with what is about to happen with your business. So share with the team, for everyone who's here and they want just to hit 5K, maybe they've been in the business for a month or 6 months or a year, and they're just ready to get to that next level. What tips and advice do you have for everybody?
Okay, for sure. So as you said, buckle up. Hold on 1 second. I got to turn this notification off. It's just going bing, bing all over my computer. Okay, so are you guys ready for this? The number one thing that you need, okay, look at what the event is called, manifest, right? You guys need to dig into this. It's really important to manifest people into your business as builders. For example, my upline, I made him hundreds of thousands of dollars in a different opportunity, and he only ever sold to me. That's it. So that being said, I mean, yeah, that's a needle in a haystack, but it can happen. Okay. And so I get ready for this, because we're going to go down a little avenue called avatar training. So when you're thinking about your perfect customer, your perfect business builder, you're not necessarily thinking about, you know, all of the billionaires, you know. No, you want to put a mirror up and say, okay, what are my best qualities? Why am I really good at what I do? Maybe it's soccer, maybe it's working out or swimming, or maybe it's cooking or baking or whatever. Dig into that. You know, what drives you, right? I also seen in the power teams, you know, a little bit about your why. You definitely want to dive into that. But when you're searching and you're manifesting your avatar to come in as a business builder, you want to be so specific. So what you're going to do is you're going to just write down, just like a complete brain dump, a total brain dump. You know, how does this person live? How many kids in childhood? Do they have trauma now? What is going on? Where do they work? What does their wife do? What does their ex-wife do? Go and write a complete story about this human being. So if you think about, if you're writing a novel, and at the, you know, within the novel, it's all about this amazing success story that you have, right? Because that's another thing that you're visualizing, is that you have this amazing success story, and it had a ton to do with these people that you brought into your life. You're going to actually write out their character. So you have a really, really good idea, and they will show up. I will guarantee it. If you dig into that, they will show up. That's the very, very first thing that you want to do. You need to focus on really bringing the intent and really manifesting what it is that you want. The other thing that I do that's completely different than anything that I've seen anywhere is, we kind of touched on the fact that I always just lead with business. So for example, and this is really hard because most of my team is Canadian, I actually use CBD as a headline. I don't use it as that's what I'm selling as a product. So it's a headline. So then people reach out to me and ask, what are you doing? And all I get them to do is to put their email in. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want to sell them on anything. I just want their email, because how I sell is with the follow-up. So their email gets locked in, the sequence that comes after, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not selling them at all, because that's what they want. Or sorry, that's what they think. They think that you're going to sell them, and I don't. I take it away immediately. I say, listen, there's no obligation whatsoever. I actually want to show you the power of digital marketing and exactly how digital marketing works for you, as opposed to you having to work for digital marketing and trading your time for money. So if you put your name and email in here, I'm going to follow up with you in like 24, 48 hours. You're going to start to receive some emails, and I'm also going to show you all of the pre-enrollees. And then of course I go down a little bit of an explanation of, that's it. And then once they've come from interested to attention, by the time they get, 50, 60 people underneath them, they're in full-blown desire. There's no questions about products. There's no questions about money. They're just in. They're in or they're out. And I don't even go into anything. I don't have to sell them. If they don't see the value, then I don't even waste 10 seconds of my time. Boom. If I reach out to them and they are not like, yeah, I'm in, or, obviously the first follow-up is usually like, yeah, I've been meaning to find out exactly what that means. Like, what do all these people mean? They're in desire. You've got them. It's done. Now, the other thing is some people will be like, yeah, I am getting the emails, and they're nothing. So then what I teach my people to do is say, hey, can you screenshot? You go into your email and screenshot, so I can compare the people that I see on your genealogy, because now you're getting them to do an actionable step, right? An actionable step. Now they're willing to come out of their, because some people are just like, yeah, you're trying to sell me. I know what you're up to, right? And so once you can get that little icebreaker broken, it's the same thing. Okay, awesome. Do you see what's happening? Yes, I see what's happening. Yes, I'm in. They don't care about anything else. They see the value and they're done. That's how I run my business. And I'm telling you right now, I barely follow up with anybody. I've followed up with about 8 people in the last 2 months because I've just been so incredibly busy. But this whole week, I'm actually that's what I'm going to be focusing on. And I'll be actually, recording some numbers. I've also used Erin's training giving the pre-enrollee position away to somebody that's ready to rock and roll, but maybe on the fence a little bit. I used that actually, and not only did that work for me, that pre-enrollee, because I'm a 5K affiliate, came directly from Erin Parker. I did not pay for that lead. I didn't have to do anything for that lead. I just had to dig my heels in, get to a proper rank that I can actually start leveraging these guys' success. And that is why you want to move forward.
All right, couple quick things. So first thing is, you just said that you got a lead from me. I know some people are like, what are you talking about? How do I get a lead from Erin? So that lead, is that somebody who already joined or they're about to join, or what happened with that?
That was came from your rotator.
Perfect. So in case anyone's watching and you don't know, I've put together a very special power team leadership rotator. And I just posted in the group again today, a script of me messaging prospects. When I have random people reach out to me and they want to join the power team, I do something unheard of. I don't know of any other leader who does this. I literally give those leads away to the power team. And the way that you can see, Jessica just said that she got one. The way that you can get these leads and potentially signups is you just have to hit 5K. 5K affiliate is your door in to getting added to my personal leadership rotator. So who's going to go 5K? I know all of you are going to go 5K. So this is literally as soon as you hit 5K affiliate. And if anyone's brand new and you're like,
I'm going to try right here.
If anybody is on here and they're like, what exactly do I need to do to hit 5K? Then what I need you to do is go into the group, click on training, and in the Fast Start training, we've got a whole training that maps out for you exactly how to hit 5K. And as soon as you hit 5K affiliate, I'm going to add you to my rotator. Okay, next, Jessica, you mentioned something powerful, and that is that when you are prospecting, you literally don't tell them anything. You're getting them to say they're interested in a business or in learning more about CBD. And as soon as you have their interest, everyone please pay attention. As soon as they are interested in a business, making money, about CBD, whatever it is, all she does is say, go here and put in your email, your name and email. That goes to her corporate capture page. My Daily Choice corporate capture page. Everyone has their capture pages in the back office. And that is it. She's not explaining stuff. She's not going into a presentation. She's not, well, wait, let me tell you all about all of the, she's not doing any of that. It's just go put in your info. And as soon as they do that, she's then, she's in a very, great place because she's got so many people coming in that a lot of them are just signing up. But the other part of this follow-up, I just want to show everyone, is when you have your pre-enrollees, you literally can just tell them to go back to mydailychoice.com, the corporate website, after they've pre-enrolled. And on this page, you just tell them to click on login. And when they click on login, they then click on pre-enrollee. And all they do is put in their email right here to essentially log back in. Now, here's another little secret I'm going to share with you. myhempworksspot.com. Write that down. myhempworksspot.com. You could just send them right here. This is, again, they've already pre-enrolled. And then when you're following up, you say, go to this website, myhempworksspot.com, and put in your email. It's the same email they put in before. And then click on the button that says view my team. When they click on view my team, guess what it does? It logs them back in. And so this is where you can click, and you have them click on genealogy right here. So Jessica, I want you to now tell the team, because they're probably sick of hearing it from me. What do you do at this point when you're following up and showing people their genealogy?
Well, like I said, it's all about asking questions, right? And you mentioned prospecting. My prospecting is just attraction marketing. I just nonstop so people are curious and reach out to me. I never reach out to anybody. I never have. That's just what I do. That's how I've done everything. But on top of that, what I really dig into is just asking them questions. Are you getting the emails? Yes, I'm getting the emails. Okay, so have you taken a look? No. Okay, let's go take a look. Are you not? Oh, no, I'm not getting the emails. Okay, well, let's fix that. As long as it's just a conversation. I don't even talk about products. I don't talk about business. I don't talk about anything. I only talk about the emails to see if they're getting the emails. Now, the people that are going to be in desire and ready to take action are the people that are like, I've been meaning to ask you, what is that? Other people, not so much, but I'll still maybe pull it out a little bit. They could be a little bit completely gun shy. And they might say, yeah, I'm getting the emails. So then I bring up, okay, well, can we look at like the amount of people? Like, do you see how many people are here, and here? And then like I did the other day, I was like, hey man, you know what? Actually, I can go in and you've got like 60 people under you. I'm like, well, how about 230 and 4 affiliates? And he was like, you can do that? Like, yes, I can, because this person that has this position has told me they are not interested whatsoever. I told them that I was going to give their position away. They said, no problem, Jess, have a nice day. I might try again another time. And so it's that simple. There was no talk about products. There's no talk. I don't like at all. It's all business. Business builders build business builders, right? And that's something that I've really, really focused on. It's very difficult. I have, probably 90% of my team that is so product focused. And I'm like, okay, it's just harder. It's a harder go. But anyways, yeah, sorry, I'm rambling.
No worries at all. Now, I know that you said that, thanks for putting the link in there, My Hemp Work Spot. Thank you, Allison. I know you said that you have just everyone reaching out to you and it's just all attraction marketing. That's not what most people are in a position to do for most people. So Jessica, tell me, say you've got a new affiliate on your team who's just getting started. What would you recommend for most people who don't have a huge following, who are just getting started? What would you say for those people? I mean, definitely focusing on the business. You're not really focused too much on the products, but what else would you say to help, new people getting started?
Yeah, for sure. So, by the way, the products are absolutely amazing. It's not that I don't love the products. I just like to do things the easiest possible way for myself. So for the newest person getting started, I do the exact same thing. And a lot of people will say to me, I don't really have a following. Well, that's okay. What I do is I give them a whole bunch of different content. They have all different content that they can post on certain days, and I give them the follow-up. All you need is people to put their email in. And the people that don't follow that are having troubles. And the people that do follow it have been doing really well, because there's no information given. It's just watching a business be built, and perhaps they reach out to you, you reach out to them. But all we do is just I have memes. Just follow my page. I write my story. Aaron Rashkin actually, was talking to me about the 6 different types of content. And that's something that he teaches. For the last few years, people kept asking me like, how are you so good at organic? I'm like, I don't know. And I really didn't know until he said the 6 different types of content. So it's really important to, be vulnerable, be yourself. If you're afraid to do go lives, it doesn't matter. You can still do a video and post video of just being vulnerable. You want your audience, I don't care if you have 200 or 300 people, you want your audience to know who you are. You can go out and find like-minded people to add them to your own personal profile as well. If you belong to groups, if you're following influencers, you can add people to your profile to become a friend. You don't have to sell them, but you're creating an audience, right? That's kind of it's more of a long-term game, but that's what I do. I mean, like, we have a meme. Actually, Abe made, he inspired it, and then I threw it into the chat group, and we have a meme that we made, and it just cranks. Like, I don't gets less. And that's the first one we have people crank. right?
All right, so we do have to get going because we have Brett as well, who's just hit 25K. Your sponsor, Brett, is on here. So, but just a couple quick questions that came in that we're gonna attempt to answer quickly. From Tia, when you and you kind of just mentioned this, but I want you to just answer it directly. When you don't have an audience, your Facebook friends are not engaging. What do you say or what do you post? You know, to get more of an audience and to get more people that are interested.
For sure. So the first you want to do is to get more of an audience is follow an influencer and add people to that are your friends. They're like-minded people, right? Tony Robbins, etc. Go and do that. Go find some friends. That's the number one thing that you want to do. And you got to up your content game. You absolutely have to. If you're going to be in social marketing, you have to up your content game. There is no way around it. That's the only way to do it.
I love it. And I'll just, you know, piggyback on that quickly, guys. Please remember that when you see someone like Jessica or, you know, myself who has a large following, who has a lot of engagement and things like that, please remember that there was a time when we had no friends. There was a time when we had no engagement. We all started somewhere. So if you're in that place, then you need to do what Jessica just said. And this is exactly, by the way, what I did when I started online in 2012. When I had no following, I had no engagement, I would put something on Facebook and it was crickets. So what did I do? I was consistent, and I was, just like Jessica said, I was getting new friends daily, people who are like-minded, networkers, marketers, connecting, messaging, getting new friends, 10 to 20 new friends every single day. I worked with Allison Byler on this. She's now a 50K affiliate. She had zero Facebook, zero, when she started this business. And now her Facebook is booming because she's consistent and she went out and got tons of new friends. So it's just a process that you have to go through to build that up. Okay. You said something, Jessica, that somebody wanted clarification on, and that is you talked about in the very beginning about posting something about CBD to pique their interest, and then you just get them to pre-enroll. What is that you post or that you've said about CBD to get their interest?
Oh my goodness. I think it says, it's just a meme. It says, can I have my phone? It's a meme that says, my daughter just came and grabbed my phone right when I need it. It's a meme that says CBD industry, paid weekly, residual monthly, I don't know. Oh, work from your phone, who's in? That's it. That's a meme, and all of us make our own memes, but it's basically the same words, and everybody goes wild over it. Like absolutely wild.
I love it. I love it. Okay. And so what we'll do maybe is I'll see if I can get that from you, and we can share that with the team if you're down with that. Otherwise, we'll just, everybody can rewind this and write down what you just said. But Jessica, just last final question. Tell everyone, because you've been doing this for a while, for the new affiliates who are here watching, what is your biggest piece of advice? What would you say to help everyone who's here, who's hungry, who wants to get to 5K affiliate?
Absolutely. Simplify. Get out of your head. Find out who you're attracting into your business and go and do it. Like it's really that simple, right? Like I'm going to give you some advice. Everybody's going to give you little tidbits. Just take what makes sense and go and do it. If you're sliding into self-limiting beliefs, always just go back to, you know what? I am the best knitter in the world. When I knit, I feel like this. That's the feeling you're trying to achieve. When you're talking about your dreams, is you're looking for that feeling. Go and get it. It's really that simple. Just really, really simple. Simplify everything. Pick one thing that makes sense to you. Like the business side made sense to me. If it's CBD, I mean, if it was CBD, I tell you, in Canada, I would be probably 10 where I'm at. To pick one thing, be passionate about it, know all the answers about it, and go for it. And keep it simple and never give it.
Woo! Jessica, Boate, give it up. New 10K affiliate. Come on, power team. Jessica, you're amazing. Congrats. I mean, such incredible success that you've had so fast. I know you're just getting started, so you rock. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. Now, before we go to our final guest speaker tonight, let me just see a couple quick things. Somebody said, where do you put the request for email, or where do they put their email? I know that you already know the answer to that question, but I'll tell you, it's your capture page. So in your back office, you have capture pages. And for those of you that are new and maybe you're not sure, I'm going to show you guys something. Inside of the Power Team Facebook group, when you click on Files, and then you go to Fast Start Training, guess what we have here for you? Under Launching Your Business, you have all of these pages. You've got generic, HempWorks, sprays. These are capture pages, and you've got even more that are in your back office. So when you just heard Jessica, and she was saying that she just gets them to put in their email, this is it. She's just literally saying, go here, put in your email. She's not answering any questions. She's not explaining anything. She's literally telling them nothing, which I love it. It's like the extreme of keeping it simple. And she's just saying, go here. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched any of my training, but I pretty much do the same thing. Any prospect of mine, I don't tell them anything. I make them pre-enroll. So when you send them to your capture page and they put in their email, they are now pre-enrolled with you. And you want to be doing that all day long. If you get enough people to pre-enroll with you, guess what that does? It creates a fire in your business. And then when you're following up with people and you do what we just showed you a minute ago, and you have your prospect go to genealogy, guess what they're going to see? They're going to see they have all these people in their team. That's going to create desire. It's going to create more of an interest, and they are going to want to join. Otherwise, what's going to happen? They lose all those people, right? So it helps you to get them to join when you can show them that. So create that fire by pre-enrolling a lot of people. It's going to help you build your business. And if you guys ever need more training on this, just go into the Power Team Facebook group. We have tons of training on it. And you guys can always ask questions. So in case, again, if you're new, let me just show you where to go. If you ever have any questions, this is where you go. In the files of the group, you just click right here on frequently asked questions. We've got tons of questions and answers already in place. Lots of stuff about commissions, about prospecting. And by the way, you heard Jessica on this training specifically say that I had just done a training on how to give a pre-enrollee position, give it away from one of your prospects to someone else. Here's the training right here. It's under FAQ, under prospecting, and it's at the bottom. It says, can I give a pre-enrollee position to someone else? Yes. So there's the training. All right. So with that being said, we are going to move on. We've got one more. This is just perfectly in order. We've got, 5K, 10K, and now Jessica's sponsor, 25K affiliates, Brett and Amy Kingstree, again in Canada. Are you guys here? Come out.
Woo! Here we are.
Woo! Come on, y'all. Give it up for Brett and Amy. These guys hit 25K affiliates super fast, also in Canada. Hashtag no excuses. So, guys, when did you join the business?
June.
Would have been the end of June.
End of June.
So we're talking July, August, September. So 3 months to hit 25K affiliate.
Yeah.
Wow.
5, then 10, then 25.
Woo! So basically 5K their first month, 10K the next month, 25K the third month.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Talk about momentum. Talk about one of my favorite phrases on the planet, success loves speed. These guys are not slowing down. They're leveraging the momentum and the success that they are creating. So stop everything you're doing, Power Team, and listen carefully. By the way, big props and congrats, and my hat is off to your sponsor and my good friend, Jason Cardamone.
Woo!
Right? What's up, Jason? And of course, Jason's sponsor, Aaron Rashkin. What's up, Aaron Rashkin? Woo! We were all in Vegas celebrating. It was so great to meet Brett and Amy in Vegas at convention. And then, of course, their upline, none other than the amazing badasses themselves, Andre and Tammy Popa. Woo! So with that being said, Brett and Amy, I need to know, when Jason Cardamone reached out to you, same question, what did he say? What got you guys to stop what you were doing and take a look at this business?
It's the same thing with all of us guys. I reached out to him. You know, I've been watching his content and just seeing people getting results. And yeah, I reached out to him. I didn't really need much. You know, the way we market with attraction marketing, you sort of like, know, and trust people before you look at the offer itself. And it was just an easy decision to make. I mean, we've been in the industry as well for about 3 or 4 years.
Since the end of 2016.
Since about 2016, and not promoting, but we've been in the industry. We know a lot of people in the industry, and we've always provided value and put content on our page. So even though we haven't been promoting, we've always just been present on social media.
So I love that you just said that, because again, I have to make sure everyone watching realizes that the appearance of fast success for you guys, it's because of the 3 to 4 years that they have put in. 3 to 4 years of working, building relationships, doing other businesses is literally how they were able to come into this business and boom, have huge success. So please keep that in mind. That is definitely a part of this as well. So I forgot to also ask, tell us just super quick, you know, you got kids, you know, you're in Canada. Give us like quick, a little bit about you guys.
Yeah, so we moved to Canada 7 years ago from England. I'm a plumber. I've been a plumber for 15 years. Started a brick and mortar company, and I got laid off from a big company I was at, and that really made me feel, it just made me realize that you can get dropped at, you know, you're just a number to those companies. So ever since then, I started to look for something else, you know, another sort of stream of income. I've always been fascinated by the idea of making money online. So I, you know, found someone in my local area who was making unreal amounts of money, followed him, started promoting the offer, didn't like, loved the leaders in the industry, but there was a lot of people that were coming in and not making money. So I found it really hard to really push that offer and promote it, just because I had no passion, because I was seeing so many people. And our avatar, like the people we market to, are families, you know, with kids and stuff like that. And we just didn't want to bring people into something they weren't getting results with. Some people were making tons of money. Like my best friend was making $50,000 to $90,000 a month, but there was, for every one person that was making that money, there was 100 people that were, you know, paying finance for 10 years, $200 a month, and just going, you know, just a bad business to be in for us. So, but I loved being in the industry. I loved the personal development. I loved the community. I loved everyone being positive. Even when things were bad and they were losing money, everyone was being super positive.
Everyone had a smile on their face.
Yeah, so it was awesome to be part of that community. And I loved making content. So that's what I did. I made content. That was one of the big things I was going to go over, is always give value and pour value into the marketplace and other people. So one thing I saw was that there was a big opportunity to create good content for these leaders, because hardly any of them were doing really good content. So that's what I focused on. I ended up doing content for some of the top leaders, you know, making millions of dollars, helped them doing that. And then that's what I did for 3 or 4 years, until I realized that I was trading time for money. Like I was helping people make millions of dollars, residual income and all that stuff, but I was still trading time for money. It was almost like I was scared to commit It was an employee mindset still. The whole time I was doing it, I thought I was an online marketer. I was, traveling and all this stuff, but I still had an employee mindset. So I was always looking for an opportunity. I saw Jason, and he's someone I always looked up to for 2 or 3 years. And then, we decided to go. We got to a point actually where it was like, it was pretty bad financially. I was making really good money, and then all of a sudden it stopped, and we'd already built our dream house. Our mortgage was crazy. Our 4 kids go to private school, and it was a quick transition to making all this money and being an online marketer to being completely screwed. And when, I'd been looking at this, and it was like, it's go time. I need to make this work right now. So
wow, that's very similar to our story as well. We had success in another business, and it all crashed, and we had already had a lifestyle, and then we had no income. Yeah. And before My Daily Choice, we had gone months without having money to pay bills. And for everyone who knows our story, like, we were financially just, crapped. And so this came at the perfect time. And I love that you just said it again. It was because of a relationship that you had with your sponsor, Jason Cardamone, that, and this is also important because a lot of people might have prejudged you guys, right? Because you guys were making a lot of money. And so some people will think, oh, I know these people, Brett and Amy, or I know this person, and they're already successful. They're already making a lot of money. So they're probably not going to be interested in this business. Mm-hmm. And that is a huge mistake, because when you prejudge someone, you never know. You could have the next Brett and Amy on your team if you would just go talk to them, right? So, and in this case, correct me if I'm wrong, you said that it was Jason who was just posting about this, and it caught your eye, and you reached out to him?
Jason has always been, for those of you that follow him, and if you don't, you should follow him. He's always been a super genuine, just pours his heart out. I mean, I think I fell in love with him when I was, I remember years, like, he was in leadership in another thing, and I remember I was upstairs laying there. Yeah, I was laying in the bath. I was in the bath and I had the laptop. I was watching a webinar, and Jason was on there, and he was like crying about getting $4 leads in a Facebook ads. And I'm just like that. I knew that I was going to work with him at some point then. So ever since then,
I fell in love with Jason too when we met in Dubai in a business years ago. So Jason has that effect on people.
But you wasn't laying in a bath, was you?
No, I was not in the bath.
Too many details, but yeah, I mean, he's just a super genuine guy, and that's something to always, like Jeff and Jody were saying, be genuine, be yourself, and always just put yourself out there. And that's what we do. We're just real. Like, we're vulnerable. We put all that out there. We share our struggles. We talk about our struggles a lot because we want people to feel like
they can relate to us. Like, we are real. We are just like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. We just, we struggle. Like, even now, like, I still have doubts I struggle with every day. Like, it's just part of, being a human.
Yeah.
And I just have to give a shout out to you guys, because all the way from Canada, they made it to convention. Look at this. Here's a quick picture. You got Brett here, Amy here, Jason Cardamone. Gotta love it. So, man, it was awesome. You guys, and these guys are going to be at convention again next year. What's your goal? How many people from your team are coming to Vegas with you next year?
We've probably got 30 or 40 already. I think we'll probably shoot for 200 and go as hard as we can. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
I've been to a lot of events. I've been to a lot of events in the past 4 years, being a content guy, and a lot of really cool experience. Like, basically, I was the top affiliate. I was the top affiliates video guy. So I would get flown around, and we would have sports supercars and Ferrari, like mansions and all this stuff, and nothing compared to the experience of that weekend. Everyone's real, and there's just so many people. So, like, the age group was like 18 to 60, and beyond, like, just having success. And it didn't feel like there was just a little clique and everyone was getting screwed. It was like everyone was part of the success, and it was just it was amazing.
I love seeing the demographic of everybody getting success, and it wasn't just like a certain type of people that looked a certain way within a certain age group. It was everybody. Everybody that was doing the work was getting success. So I love that.
I was saying to Jason before, like, I'm not into promoting these things. Like, I didn't want to say, and he kept telling me, you're going to think completely different. Like, forget whatever you've experienced before. Like, just get as many people as you can there, or you'll regret it. And I do really regret. And I remember you saying loads like, you'll regret not getting people there, and I do regret it. So I'm not going to make that mistake this time. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I got to just show a couple quick pictures here. Here's you guys in Vegas. Great shot. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, there's your 25K graphic. Gotta love it. Another quick pic here with the team in Vegas at convention. This was really cool. They had the bathtub set up there for everybody to take some cool pictures.
And this is huge for us because we've literally, in like 4 years, we've never put a product on our page or anything. So
gotta love it. Gotta love it. And I gotta love that shirt. Amy, what shirt is that?
It's only a Power Team one.
What? Boom. Anybody wants a Power Team t-shirt? I just put the link in the chat. Representing. That's what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop. I see Christopher's got his shirt. Awesome. So, all right, listen, guys. You guys are just rock stars. You guys have put in the work. You guys planted your flag. It really speaks volumes because the first time ever that you have put a product on your Facebook page is with this company. So that definitely speaks volumes. What advice do you have for the hundreds of people watching this training, live and recording, who are getting started? They want to hit 5K, 10K, get to 25K. What tips, what advice, what strategies do you have that you can share with everybody?
So put the work in first and foremost. Like, I know online marketers are like notorious for 4-hour work week and all that stuff. Commit to, like, when people ask me how much time am I going to have to put in, I don't say like an hour a day or 2 hours a day. I say commit a certain amount of time. So what I did when I started was, like, for the next 90 days till convention, because I started 90 days before convention, I'm going to put every available hour I have. And I have 2 other companies. Amy she just quit one of her jobs, which is another win, but she had 2 jobs.
And we have 4 kids. So we have 4 kids. I had 2 jobs. He has a business and this job and another job. So we had a lot of stuff going on. So put
every hour, every possible minute into the business for a certain amount of time to hit a certain goal. Like, set a goal. I think that's huge. And everyone says figure out your why. Your why has to be big enough. My why was easy because I was going to let my whole family down if I didn't make this work. So I had a huge why. If you haven't got, figure it out. Figure out what your why is. Make a vision board. Sets, like, you want to go traveling or whatever. Get really super laser focused on why you're even doing this. Because if you're not focused on why you're doing it, then you're not going to make decisions in alignment with getting to that goal. You'd rather watch Netflix or something. But for me, it was like, if I don't sit here every minute and put everything I can into this, if I don't make this work, it's going to be like my fault that everything was screwed. So I had a big why. That's a big thing for me.
There's a lot of sacrifices.
Well, even
short
now,
term for a long-term goal. Like, the end goal is worth the short-term sacrifices.
If you have kids, like, I just sat my kids are young. They're 8, 10, 11, but they understand, like, 8, 10, 11 and 4.
And 4, yeah.
I sat them down and I just said, look, I'm going to be working really hard. So after this, we can, there's going to be no stress and we can do whatever we want. So I had that conversation with them. Just got to it. The 3 things my mentor always told me, and the guys I followed around for years, and I was amazed because when I got into the industry, I thought if you got into the little click at the top, you'd find out the secret sauce, like most people do. So I busted my ass. I'd done tons of content for nothing, like literally hours and hours and hours of content to get into that little click. And then when I got there, it was like, well, they're just freaking doing what they tell everyone. They're reading, they're working on their mindset.
There actually was no secret.
No, they're putting the time in. They're learning how to message people. Like with this business as well, with the last business I was in, it was like over 10 grand to just get started before you even knew if it was real or not. You paid 10 grand, you got into it. It was just, there was a lot of stuff to learn.
Hold on, did you say $10,000 to join the business?
Yeah, between 10 and like $16,000. Yeah.
Oh,
so
and
just to get in.
And did anybody just like crap their pants? Like
that wasn't it. That wasn't it, because after that you'd be paying $130 for the marketing system that we get for one time $20. You'd be paying $130 a month, and then on top of that you have to get your offer out, so you have to run ads. So you'd be spending anywhere from $300 to $1,000 a month on ads as well. So it was a business where there was a lot of stuff you had to learn. This business is like super, super easy. All you have to do is be consistent, learn how to talk to people on Messenger. That's the one tricky skill you have to learn. Learn a bit of copywriting, how to put your story across in a way that people are going to read it. There's tons of books on how to do copywriting. And copywriting is just the description of your post, basically. But my mentor told me 3 things. He said, surround yourself with the right people. So we all have an opportunity to hang around with, people on a higher level than us, whether it's in Zooms like this. Always shoot to hang around with people on a higher level than you, because they'll basically pull you up if you keep trying to hang around with them. Like eventually you're going to get to their level. And then be consistent. Like on the times where you feel like nothing's working and like you're having doubts, always be consistent, because it's the people. Like I still have people from 2 or 3 years ago messaging me. They've been following me for all this time, and it's just because I'm still here and still plugging in and still pushing forward that they're joining me. So people want to see you being consistent as well. Some leads will check you out and then might stick around for 2 months and see if you're talking a load of shit or whether you're actually doing what you're saying you're doing. And always pour value into the marketplace. You'll see, if you look at my success leaves clues as well, like go and check my personal profile out. My personal profile is how I brought everyone into this business. I haven't gone out and messaged people, and I do tell people on the team to go out and message people, but just how I do stuff. I haven't got hours and hours and hours to do this. I do really good quality content, and I speak to people that reach out to me. But I'm always putting value into the marketplace, and I'm not always pitching the business. So, I try and do like a third value, like just giving value, just trying to talk about a struggle we overcome or a way to get over something. A third would be value with a nudge to the business. And then a third would be like hard, you need to join me, these are results or whatever. And just be consistent.
Wow. I think a lot of people are still wrapping their head around the fact that it was $10,000 in your last business. And I actually have a funny story to tell, because there was somebody that joined the Power team like 6 months ago, and his business was $2,500. And when he joined with this business, he was telling all of his prospects that to join, it was $2,500. And everybody was ready to join My Daily Choice for $2,500, because that's what they were used to spending to get started in the business. And then when he told them it was only 600, everyone was like freaking out. Oh my God, that's so cheap, and only 600. So I'm sharing that because I need everyone watching to really pay attention to this. How many of you, be honest, have ever had the thought in your mind of when you're prospecting, you say, well, you could get started for, $100. Anybody ever done that? And I know it's kind of expensive, but we also have, the $600 option, which I know it's a lot of money, and you don't have to do that one, right? Anybody know what I'm saying? It's all about posturing the business. It's all about making sure that you don't, Jason Cardamone just said it. He said, only option 1, executive only. And I'm with you on that, because guys, $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, people will spend this crazy amount of money on a business and then still have to pay these monthly fees to have a system My Daily Choice is only $600. So you want to go into the conversation with it's only $600. That's it, only $600. And the whole marketing system and all of your websites, it's all free. And of course, for those of you that are in Canada, you guys know you have even a sweeter deal, because those who are outside of the United States, you can join with a smaller package for cheaper, and they promote you to executive. But it's like, you know, wow, me and my husband have spent $100,000 to build, brand, market our DJ business. Like, look at that, guys. A traditional business, $100,000. And what's crazy is this business, My Daily Choice, for $600, we have the potential to make way more than anyone who spends $100,000 on a traditional business. Like, truth, 100%. So Jessica, this is the best value, best product, best digital follow-up I've ever seen. Wow, do you guys see that? Jessica Boate, who you just heard from, says, I'm going to say it again. This is the best value, best product, best digital follow-up I've ever seen. My nightclub needs $40,000 a month to even keep the lights on, and it was $200,000 to open the business. I mean, is anybody having a light bulb here on just how cheap this business truly is? Don't buy people's excuses of, well, I don't have the money. Yeah, they have the money. They just don't see the value yet, right? If, you know, it's just mind-boggling. Like for me, the amount of money that My Daily Choice is paying me every month without having to advertise, without having to put up, you know, tons of money, it's just crazy. So Brett and Amy, you guys are amazing. Amazing value. Thank you guys so much. I know you guys are, I mean, all of you are still so new to the business, you know, still just a few months in, absolutely crushing it. Aaron Rashkin, what's up, brother? This is a leadership factory. Yes, yes, yes. And, you know, I'm just beyond grateful to have the opportunity to put this together. For me, this training right here is what gives me goosebumps. This training right here is what I love the most, is being able to feature, being able to spotlight everyone on the power team who's up and coming. And by the way, this is the exception. Most people are not hitting 5K, 10K, 25K this fast. Trust me. So I don't want anyone out there watching this to ever have any thoughts of, oh, they did it so fast, I'm not going to be able to do it. Just squash those thoughts, okay? Because I know I've been there. I've done that too. You have to realize that you can do this. Most people hitting 5K, 10K, 25K, it's going to take longer, and that's okay. So what I'm excited to be able to do is feature you. That's right. You, all of you, every one of you that are watching this on the power team. When you hit 5K, we want to bring you out here. We want to interview you and blast you all over Facebook, all over YouTube, give you exposure, and get you added to our rotator so I can be giving you leads and signups as well. So, but before we close out, Brett, Amy, I mean, give us anything else you got. Give us any tips, any advice, any strategies, any conversation, anything else in closing for the power team who's here watching.
Just listen to your uplines. I just want to say thank you to Aaron Parker and Kathy Parker and Aaron Raskin and Jason Cardamone and everyone on my team as well, Jessica, Jeff and Jody. Like, I learned tons from everyone. Like, don't, just because someone's below you, don't think that you can't learn from. You can learn from everyone. The thing I really love about this team as well is I get messages all the time from people like Crossline that aren't in my team. It doesn't benefit me at all to speak, to help people, but I help everyone. And the same for me. Like, if I message someone and ask how they're, like, what they're doing and all this stuff, like it's like we're one big family. It doesn't matter about the money. And just always, if you're stuck, there's always someone to help. Like, there's always someone to help you. And yeah, I just really appreciate everyone for listening to me. And I still can't believe I'm here. Like, I'm just showing up and doing the work. And for the last 3 months, I've literally sat at my dining room table in front of the laptop. So don't think that we got here easily, and don't believe all the online marketers telling you it's an hour a day if you want to get to 25K in 3 months, like even if I didn't, even if I wasn't 25K, I would still, even if I was a 5K now, I would still be putting the time, effort, and energy in, because I know the potential here is
even
absolutely
though that you've got
huge.
to 25K, you still haven't stopped putting all
For
the
me,
hours in.
for me, it's, I mean, I needed the money right away. Like I needed that $2,000 or whatever it was in the first month, but I knew the potential for this was insane. Like this is going to set my family up and, you know, my kids and everything up. It's just, it's nuts what we have here. Like if this is the first thing you've been, you don't even understand how special this is. So just keep up, guys. Like don't get disheartened that you're not 25K in 3 months or not 10K in your first month, 5K in your first month. Everyone has the potential. It's just the time. Like I've been in this for 3 or 4 years. It's given me some time to figure out how to message people, how to create content. Just keep pushing. And one thing one of my mentors said to me when I first got started was, you know, people go to university for like 4 years, they get out and they end up doing a job they didn't even go to university for, earning absolutely nothing. Even if it took you 4 years to get to a space where you were making a position where you're making $10,000 a month residually, wouldn't it be worth it? If you was putting everything you could into it for 4 years to get to a spot where you were getting paid $10,000 a month, wouldn't it be worth it? And of course it would. So just keep pushing. Like it's not going to take that long. You can do it in a few months if you really hammer down, but keep pushing.
Boom! All right, Amy, any final words?
Go Power Team!
Woo! Awesome!
Woo!
All right, so really quick, I just have to do this really quick because I just, out of respect, I need everyone to please help me out here. I mean, first of all, massive congrats to Jeff, Jody, Jessica, Brett, and Amy. These guys are on fire, all of them. I loved how it was all stacked. Sponsor, sponsor, sponsor. Really, really cool. We were able to do that. But out of respect for these leaders, this is kind of one of our power team things that we have that some people don't like, but we kind of have to do this. We can't have thousands of people messaging these leaders, asking them questions, unless they're part of your upline, okay? So please don't do that. Now, what you can do, because these guys are so nice, they'll just let you, you know, ask them lots of questions. Like you guys are going to start messaging them, hey, how do I do this? And help. Like out of respect for these leaders, you guys can't do that. Because imagine if there's 1,000 power team members messaging these leaders, then they won't be able to build their own business. So here's what you can do. You can go into the power team group, and here's how you can ask these people for some help. All right. You can go into the power team group, go to files, and when you click on files, you can go to frequently asked questions and just post a question in this document and just tag them. Just tag them, ask them, and that way the answer can help the whole team. That's the way to do it. Or if you're watching this recording in the power team group, then just in the comments of this video, you can tag them and ask them as well. And Carlos, yes, thank you for that. This is a great point. There is a 500K affiliate, and I'll just say this, you know, obviously look at the income disclosure statement, but the average 500K affiliate is making $50,000 a month. Have anyone's attention? Sonia, it took her 2 years. Listen to this really carefully. I want everyone to just let this sink in. It took her 2 years not to hit 500K, to hit 5K. 2 years to hit 5K affiliate. And so I need you to let this sink in, because how many people, not you, none of you guys, but how many people, if you were not 5K affiliate, would quit after 6 months, a year, 2 years? A lot of people do. But this lady, Sonia, took her 2 years to hit just 5K. And now she's 500K, making 50 grand a month or more. So just let it sink in. Never give up. That's right. Let me see it. Drop a comment. Never give up. And as it says on the back of our Power Team t-shirts, our Power Team motto right here, I have decided Making a decision means that you're going to take this information that you just received from this training and you're going to go apply it. You heard probably the biggest piece of advice from Brett is you've got to put in the work every single day, and making a decision and being connected with your why. Why are you here? Why did you join this business? What is that income going to do for you and your family? The time freedom, the financial freedom. Never give up. Make a decision that you're going to be here next year in Vegas at Manifest 2020. Everyone right now can log into their back office. Guys, a really quick roll call. Who's going to be in Vegas with us next year? Drop a quick comment. Who's going to be in Vegas? If you've already got your ticket, let us know. If you haven't, go get it now, because tickets are half price. And I mean, oh my gosh, you guys are blowing it up. I love it. So last thing is this. I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to say goodnight. I know we went a little long, but I appreciate your time. Thank you, guys. We'll get the recording posted in the groups and probably put this on YouTube as well, so you can share it out. Get this recording out to everybody that you know, and make sure to take action. If you do, you'll be glad you did. We're excited to see you in Vegas at convention. And I'm going to take a quick picture just to celebrate with these amazing people. Who is, wait, hold on. Let me just record a little video here. Here we go. Who's fired up?
Go.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right, Power Team, thank you so much for being here. Remember, every Sunday night, this is where we meet. Same time, same place. I'll see you guys in the Power Team group. Everybody have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Fantastic.